Fishing on the edge. And I didn't realize, but subconsciously I stole Mike Iaconelli's title to his book for the title of this seminar. I didn't realize I did that, but that's the name of his book. But that's what I'm going to be talking about. And I love this surprise face that I'm wearing here because I'm really surprised I was able to catch fish of that magnitude ever in my life. But that was actually on the James River. These were part of a 20-pound stringer I caught in that tournament last year or the year before. But anyway, roll away. Sorry about stealing your title, Mike. But that's what I'm going to be talking about. Fishing edges. Edges are a huge part of a predator's life, you know, in the aquatic world. He lives there, he feeds there, he spawns there. There's so many things that take place there. So we really got to pay attention to them. And I'm going to show you some of the things that I do to execute and catch fish in those scenarios. And there's all kinds of edges. Grass edges, creek channel edges. We hear a lot about ledges and ledge fishing for those that fish the Tennessee River. The timber edges, timber lines make edges if we have any lakes around that have standing timber in it. Certainly rock edges, and here's one of the ones you guys are going to be fishing around here pretty soon is ice edges. If you're bold enough to get out on a lake that still has some ice on it, that ice edge can be a real concentration area for bait and predators. So the ice makes an edge too. Edge, I'm not done. Man, he's moving fast. He's trying to get me out of here on time is what he's trying to do. He knows I go long. The safety, it offers so much, from their big predators, what is the bass predator? We got muskies up here in the north, and we have northern pike. Of course, they're going to tackle a bass. We have stripers in certain lakes around the country. Big catfish, but the edges can offer safety to the bass. Offers a great ambush opportunity. Largemouth in particular, I think about grass edges. They can live in these grass edges, and as the bait fish move down the edges or they can push them against the grass edge, it's ambush opportunities there, feeding opportunities. They're basically hiding in the shadows, and they can storm out and grab food, right? It's a tremendous ambush opportunity. Creates barriers for predators to trap prey. Smallmouth really like to do that. And for how many of you guys fish for smallmouth and largemouth? This part of the country has both of them. Most of the lakes around the country have great smallmouth fish or smallmouth in them now. But smallmouth relate to grass and edges differently. Largemouth on the grass edge, you want to get inside the grass edge. That's where he lives because he's an ambush feeder. He's hiding within a couple feet of that edge. The smallmouth aren't. They patrolling on the outside. They're schooling and forcing bait fish schools to the edge, using it as a wall. It can be a grass edge, it can be a rock edge, it can be a ledge, it can be a bluff wall, but they're using that edge to trap and confuse the bait fish. So they're in the open water pushing things up to the edge. So it's just a little bit different, but spotted bass do the same thing. And edges offer a tremendous, it's a place, before you change. And here's I did some 2D sonar work, and this is a little picture of, just some eelgrass clumps. But what this creates is a little bit of an edge right here. And, like I said, the largemouth are going to be locating themselves in here. And we want to know where that edge is. We talked about the Humminbird Solex. I use a Humminbird 998. That's what this was drawn up on. You don't have to have real advanced sonar to be able to get clean shots like this. Key is identifying the edge and being able to make your baits hit that edge. That's the hard thing, because a lot of times, even though I'm in 5 feet of water here, I'm well off the bank. There's not a good visual. This grass is deep. It's 3 feet deep. In, most bodies of water that I fish in, I can't see 3 feet through the water. So I'm having to fish with my sonar, fish by feel, and use those tools and techniques, bow control, to get my baits to be able to hit that grass edge over and over again. So, and here we have some lily pad edges. Edges are just the absolute key for bass in many different seasons. Give me another one, Bill. Edges play a key in all seasons. They're really, no matter what time of year it is, you're going to be able to find some kind of edge that a fish is using to feed on. But how do we learn how to fish edges? And I'm going to tell you this, I've seen this over and over at our lakes and rivers around the country. The absolute best time to be finding fish on an edge is in the...
It's Mike Iaconelli. This is Bass U TV.
Here's what's awesome about Bass U TV.
You get the top instructors.
Real tools that help you catch more fish consistently.
And that's why you want to check out Bass U TV.
Join the Bass U family.
Welcome to Bass U TV.